What's going on, ladies and gents? Joe G, Elite Health and Physique, and today I'm going to take you through and show you one of my favorite movements. So I rank this exercise number 2 right behind squats for total leg development. So because it's so important, I'm going to make sure I take you through it so you know how to do it the right way and you can maximize all the benefits. All right, you ready? Let's go. So barbell lunges have crazy benefits, but to be honest, a lot of people don't do them because they're a little bit uncomfortable. But if you learn how to do them right, then you can maximize all these benefits. So I'm gonna tell you some of the benefits right now. The first one being it's gonna help with your overall balance. And then ladies, particularly, I know you ladies are looking to work on your butt, so you get greater glute activation when you do lunges, so you're able to fire and work the butt a little bit better when you do those, and you can pair them up with your squats, whatever other exercise you want to. Thirdly, you want to make sure what you want to be aware of is going to work your core. So it's going to help you stabilize because it's a unilateral movement. You're going to have to stabilize your core in order to keep the weight in place as you're going through the movement. And then lastly, it's really good for your hip flexors because you really get an extra stretch in your hips. So I remember when I was in high school, I was running track. There was a guy and he was really fast, right? And we were always working out. So I picked up a good tip from him, and he would always say that lunges were probably his best exercise because it really opens up your hips. So if you really think about lunges, it's kind of like you're sprinting. So you're sprinting as tiny little jumps. So if you're looking for all those benefits, you can get the core activation, you get the balance, you can get the stability, you can work on your weaknesses unilaterally and help tighten them up. So it's that important. So without further ado, I don't think there's any more reason for me to explain for you to get excited about this. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys and take you through how to do the proper lunge right now. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do with your lunge is you want to make sure you take a nice big step. So you want to make sure the step is big enough that you still get a good stretch in your back leg, but you don't want it to be too big that you're losing power. All right, and also on the other side, you want it to be too short because then your knee is going to go well over your toes. You're not going to be able to get enough power and drive up correctly. So first things first, make sure you take a nice big step, and then secondly, you want to make sure you're landing on your heel first. So your heel goes down first because you're gonna need to drive through your heels when you stand back up and you finish the lunge. So again, we're just gonna go over these quick little points. Big step, heel first, straight down, and then you drive straight up, all right? Now, you can still be right here, and some people lean here, and I'm still leaning, but you can see my knee is not going over my toe. So some people, your knee may come forward, and that's okay, as long as it's not exaggerating over your toe and you're still in control and you can still push back up. So that's just something you want to make sure that you're aware of, because you can see a lot of videos on the internet. People say if your knees can't go over your toes, as long as you're in a position of power the majority of your weight is pushing through your heels, you'll be fine. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna show you a couple sets real quick. All right, so I'm just taking y'all through that one more time. So you take big step, heel first, straight down, straight up, and you kick back. So now you've seen the form, you know exactly why you should do them, you know exactly how to do them. So if you're brand new to lunges, take your time, build your weight up. Understand your glutes are gonna be really sore because you're getting a lot more activation. If you already know about lunges, you need to get back on your game and get right to it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next video.